Let's work on this. Ms661c. So, fixing this for a mate. He asked for... Oh, hello, kitty. Hey, Keela. Hey, Tequila. Anyway, you gotta have your garage cat, you know? So, we've got a seized or damaged chain and bar adjustment. So, give me a fresh one. I'm going to slap it in. First things first, remove the little screw for this protection cover. Luckily for me, that's been burred over, so that's great fun. So we got to deal with that first. Luckily it wasn't too bad, so I just grabbed a socket, 257 Torx key, and I just gave her a tap with the hammer. Luckily that came good, so whip that out. Bunker in your container, somewhere organised and safe. Now, take a quick little looky. Another screw there, pretty easy. Undo that and this whole linkage should pop out. Right, once those two screws are out, this should all just sort of pull off. It's a bit hard on one hand. Let's see if I can't get it, one hand. Nearly, there we go. There we go. All just pulls out. Space up. And the adjusting ring gear. Bang. Easy peasy. Just check that your new parts are the same. There's the old one. There is the new one. This ring gear, meshing gear, looks a tiny bit smaller, but it's probably just my eyes playing tricks on me because this is worn down in silver. So, yep, that all looks good. Grab this new bit, little spacer, pair that. Yeah, beautiful. Yep, all the new parts are exactly the same as the old ones, so slap it back together. Easiest way to do this is get your adjusting assembly ready, like such, and then wind the adjuster so it's all the way at the end. Slap your adjusting controls gear screw in and then plonk that in with it. Looks like it's meshing together nicely. Good. And then got this plate. Goes as such. And the spacing plate, which goes as such. Oh, it's a little bit finicky with one hand, eh? Like that. The reason you want this all the way at the end is so you can get them on without having to dick around getting them under there. So, easy peasy. Put in your screw. Bang. That simple. Luckily, the new kit came with a new screw to go right there. And it is identical to the one that was burred on the outside of this protective case. So that buggered screw can get pissed off. Easy peasy. She had this issue on my own personal sort of a little bit of a flaw with the steel chain adjuster. What happens is you can see that one's bent. Either from getting stuck and then someone's tried to adjust it harder and it's just bent it, or that was the whole cause. But what happens is it ends up burying the threads on the adjusting screw. And you could see it's tiny little bit bent too. Yeah, they just get caught up and then you hammer on them. And then they end up getting bent and stripping the thread a little bit. I actually cleaned this up, so it is working smoothly again. So it would have been all right if he messaged me about this first before buying parts, because it saved him money in parts. But better to have new. He doesn't care. He'd rather it be good and reliable. So, you know, that's good. But I'll give all those parts back to him and say if he has an emergency again with the one we've put on, he can use them, get himself out of trouble. Start her off by hand and then use her up. That's good enough. Plate. Whoa! Whichever way it goes. That is the way there. Yep. Make sure it all sits down how it's supposed to. There we go. And the screw to hold down the protective plate goes back on. So down. There we go. And let's take another look at it. Make sure you're happy with it. It's on correctly. Nothing's jammed. Give her a test. There we go. Perfect. Well, doesn't get much easier than that. Very easy job. You know, if you got half a brain, you can do it. So, yeah. If you don't find me competent, you'll find me hammered. Hooroo.